Hello, 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 how are you all doing? Good morning and nice to see you all. Trying to figure out where I was going with that one. Hello. Welcome along. This is a little bit unexpected because we were still meant to be away tonight, or today. But as there's currently a quite serious tropical cyclone, or ex-tropical cyclone, bearing down on New Zealand, we figured we would head on home a day early to avoid being on the roads, and comes with the bonus perk of being able to do a stream. So that's what we're doing. Good to see you anyhow. Welcome along. Pichonniere Valley is where we are. We haven't spent a huge amount of time on this one lately, and I thought let's jump in there and give it a bit of a boost. So we'll take a look at the map. The challenge on this server is to own all the productions. So Pichonniere Valley by Black Sheep modding has a lot of built-in productions, so we're going to try and own all of them. So that's the plan. That is the plan. We are going to start off by mowing some clover. We've got a couple of fields of clover to mow, and they are our own fields, so we're going to get those done. And then once we've done that, put them in a bunker to make a bit of chaff, some silage. From there, we are going to be just doing contracts. So we've got a healthy crew in here helping us at the moment. Axelson, Mike, Ben, and Hanson are all here at the moment. And Sean is just working on trying to join. So we'll get up into the yard. It's just up the hill here. And we'll have a little bit of a look at the map and just a little bit of a chat about things. The one thing we're struggling with at the moment is tractors, because it's such a young farm. And we have quite a bit of debt. We only have a couple of tractors. And a combine, so I'm having to borrow a little bit of equipment to get things done. But let's head on up here. This is where the clover is. We'll get things unfolded, and we'll get into it. In fact, we're going to have to windrow this before we can do anything. So anyhow, let's have a look at the map. So this way to do it, we'll go to farmland. So there you go, that's what we own in the middle here at the moment. So not a huge number of fields, and a lot of grassland actually. That one there is, what's it got? It's rye up in there. We're going to have alfalfa field over this side, grass, and the clover up the top here. So pretty much all triticale over the other side. It's pretty much all grass crops at the moment, because down here is the BGA which we own. So that's chewing through a whole lot of stuff. That is what's keeping us busy. So trying to keep chaff, trying to keep the BGA going, make some money off that. In terms of productions, bakery, biogas plant, and the mill. So starting off small, and as you can see, still a few to go. We've got the agri enterprise, which you can create seeds and things, carpentry, cement factory, fish farming pond. What's that one? That one's the like dairy, oil maker. Oil press, that's the one we want to call it. Potato processing, sawmill, soup factory, spinnery, and sugar mill as well. So plenty to go to keep us busy. We've got a contract going over the other side here, so that's a soybean field that needs harvesting. Some bale wrapping up the top, some ploughing on the side. I think there's another field ploughing too. But yeah, a few contracts underway. Another one down here, I think that could be mowing. It's on 46 for fertilizing, so onto fertilizer. So right, so first things first, let's try and get this unfolded. So lowering it. Why's that front one not unfolded? Let's just cycle through that. Let's unfold it. Where are we? Here we go. Alright, let's get started mowing, then we will have a little bit of a chin wag. There we go. Now we've got things out of sync. Here we go. How's that looking? Right. Now, can I create some guidance in this to lend me a hand? I can. Perfect. Go 3 headlands. Okay. Happy days. That's that sorted. Let's just hide. I do that all the time. Don't change over to steering assist. Right. Get this started, and then we'll. Go down. All right, we're underway. That's us sorted. Perfect. Apart from the fact that my buttons on my joystick aren't working for turning guidance on and off, we are underway. So anyhow, hello and good morning. Welcome along, everyone. It's nice to have you here this morning. Mr. Mark Thor is in the house. Hello, Mark. How you doing? Yoran, good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. James, morning, mate. How you doing? How's the weather down there? So, weather sit rep at the moment is it's been raining on and off overnight, but nothing heavy. It's getting a bit breezy, but nothing too severe yet. We went around yesterday and trampolines are hard against the trees and took the umbrella down and moved the outdoor furniture, and where's basketball net is now lying down, so their hoop, sorry. I guess that means the net's lying down as well. So that is all under control. How's things up your way, James? Chad, good morning. How you doing? Good to see you. The family outing was good. So last weekend we were over at the my wife's family dairy farm, which was cool. Nice getting out there. Got a bit of fishing in. The boys caught a couple of fish, which was quite exciting for them. I'll claim no credit for it because I didn't think they stood a chance, but they went out and did it, so it was cool. And this last weekend, or last week, up until yesterday, we were up in Topol for my boy's birthday, which is this week, turning 15, so took him, and we were meant to take 2 of his mates up, but one of them had an accident on his motocross bike a couple of weeks ago, or last weekend I think it was, and got halfway to Topol with my wife and then ended up having to head home because they wanted to do more tests on his knee to see if he'd broken it, or his leg. So we ended up with just one of their mates, but it was good. Took the Hooker Falls jet on for the first time. It was good fun. Never done that. Amongst other things. G'day Brett, good morning to you, welcome along. Yeah, Yaron, so we're okay, but some places further north, certainly they've evacuated coastal areas. They're worried about swells and flooding and that from the winds. And also more landslides. So fingers crossed everyone stays safe and there's nothing too serious. Victor, how you doing? Good morning, welcome along. Scott, kia ora mate, welcome along. Craig Bennett is up. How you doing, mate? How's things up in Rotorua? I know you guys were set to be hit with some very heavy winds. Because obviously being up in Topol, but yeah, they were talking about the V8s which are on this weekend have been cancelled for today, so which doesn't surprise me. That's me. I should learn, try and drive manually a little bit more. They're giving me grief about my mowing too in Discord, so probably deservedly. Ian, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Good something to you all. That's a good way to cover it. Dr. Fish, g'day, welcome along. Good to have you here. Not bad at the moment, James. Getting a bit windier now. Yeah. So the cyclone's, the centre of it's still off the coast. It hasn't actually made landfall yet. So. And of course, technically not a tropical cyclone anymore because the one it's left the tropics. And 2, it is one, it's left the tropics, and 2, I think the pressure's changed enough. Anyhow. But windy out, but no heavy rain yet for you, Craig. Yeah, interesting. There you go. Good morning, Cher. How you doing? Welcome along. You've got rain, but you live in Wales, so it always rains, doesn't it? UK's always wet. Alright. There we go, there's 2 laps done. Alright, one more headland and we'll be into it. Mr. T-Bone, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Welcome along. Hope you're keeping well. Nice to have everyone here this morning. It's good to see you. So, yeah, we'll get this done. Hanson will be able to come in and start win row. Didn't even realise we had a spare track to win row. That's impressive. My joystick's not working. Wondering now if it's the keybinds that I haven't copied across. I might have to grab my input bindings with my new PC. Gosh, should I actually set up 4 headlands? I have to see. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome along. Wolfie, good morning to you, mate. Good day to you. Good day to you. I better not call morning because I know it's not morning for you, but yeah, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Man, I sometimes wonder why I play these multiplayer servers, because all I get is grief. Go off and play my own game and no one can complain about how I do things. Morning, afternoon, evening, all the same. It is. Probably just a different day, Wolfie. Can't say happy Sunday. I did, Jimmy. I did. So I treated myself in a financial year sale recently. So I have a 5070 now. And i7, oh goodness, is it 1450, 1250? But yeah, huge difference to everything, really. The 3070 was great, but it was getting a bit long in the tooth. Coming up 6 years I'd had that PC, so. Do you know what was amazing though? Was the having a fresh install of FarmSim just felt so clean and smooth. So. Son of Ragnar, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome along. Right, let's find a road to go down too far. I want to get on the left hand side of that one. So I've got the wrong offset. Come on, the right offset, there we go. Much better, perfect. Share! £4.99 super chat, thank you very much. Share, that is incredibly generous of you. Much appreciated, hope you are well. Thank you for supporting the channel. And of course you don't have to do it like that to show your support, but thank you, I do appreciate it. G'day Bo, morning to you mate. I've got kilometres on at the moment. Yeah, but to offset that, I'm using pounds in Europe, so look at that one out. Good to see you, Bo. Welcome along, mate. Hello, Chinook. How's things in your neck of the woods, my friend? Hope you guys are safe and keeping right in the weather. Get something for your son's birthday. Oh, thank you, Cher. I will do that. Do that. It sounds like a few power outages up your ways already, Chinook. So you're either using a mobile and mobile data and you're fine, or it hasn't got you yet. Weather down our way this morning is overcast, a few spots of rain, nothing serious, but it's getting, well, it's been windy all night, but not too bad at all. Not too windy. But it's not meant to hit here until midday-ish, is when they're forecasting the heaviest rain and the strongest winds. Bit of a waiting game. Wait and see what happens. 41 months of being an Argsy fan. FSG, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, mate. Nice to have you here. It's nice to catch some of your live last week too. Enjoys having some time off. Nice to see you working down under too. Heavy rain and tad windy, still have power at the moment. Good. Good, good, good. Off you go, Sean. No wind, just rain for you guys at the moment, though. Looking forward to a catch up tonight, FSG. Hopefully, well, hopefully the power and everything hangs out, doesn't disappear. Oh, it's chipped on the wrong side. You know, one of my superpowers is being able to tune out people talking in my ear in Discord, and they can talk as much crap about me as they like, and I wouldn't have a clue what they've said. Which is basically what's going on at the moment. They moved the supercars, it must be serious. Well, I'm actually surprised, to be perfectly honest, that they took until Saturday to do that, because this has been forecast all week, and we were up there on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and yeah, they didn't make a decision on it until Saturday morning, which kind of blew my mind, because they would have had the capacity to bring the one of the races forward to Friday and run race on Friday, 2 on Saturday, but I guess they decided that because the cars had been shipped over, they needed the practice sessions, and the complication is that they've got to pack them all up and get them to Christchurch for next weekend, so I'm assuming they're there's a little bit of sensibility there where they're making sure that no cars were damaged or affected by making a poor decision, which could make it harder for them to run next week. Probably definitely the right call not to be doing it today, because it would have been a lot of people in a pretty precarious position from a public point of view, let alone the car. Yeah. You never talk crap about you're a professional. You're the professional crap talker, Chinook. There's one thing you're a professional at. Is talking crap. Might not be about me, but just in general. We'll just call it a general crap talker. Banter like talking crap, but more professional. Yeah. So that's Chinook, he's a pro banter. Oh goodness. G'day Stuart, welcome along. Wondering what you've walked into. Just a regular Argsy Gaming stream. Nothing to see here. That wasn't in the back. Hey, I wouldn't do anything behind your back, Chinook. Just a load of BS. That's what us Kiwis are good at. That's what we're good at. So I don't know what's happening with the seasonal wool mod. It's sat in testing all week. It's almost like it's so perfect that no one at Giants testing wants to touch it. I was hoping it was going to read. It's checking every day to see if it had passed testing or where it was at. It's just been sitting there. So let's cross our fingers that this week see some progress. Aussies are the same as Kiwis, 100%. Absolutely, Scott. There is not too much difference between us. 3,000 kilometers or whatever of water. Probably about it. Who watched the Artemis program this last sort of 10 days with interest? Obviously, I know a lot of you know I'm a little bit of a space nerd, but my goodness, that was incredible. Watching that re-entry yesterday. Crazy to think it took them like 12 minutes to get from the edge of space back down to a splashdown. It's just, when you put it in time and what they do in that time, it's ridiculous. Very cool. Stayed up last night for the splashdown, yeah. And just, oh my goodness, some of the photos that they've brought back have just been incredible as well. Like, yeah. What a time. I don't think people quite realise yet, like, this is, to me, we're in the, this is the next space race, right? Not so much space race, but this is what people enjoyed. Watching humans go to the moon for the first time, 60 years ago. We're getting the opportunity to do it now with super coverage, so much better coverage and footage and just what you're able to see. Like, it's very cool. Sling crap at each other. Victor, how you doing? It's your birthday soon. In June. That's a wee way away, Victor. It's a wee way away. I don't want to... My birthday's in June, but I don't want to think about that. Do you know what birthday it is, though? It is the channel's birthday this week. Tuesday New Zealand time, but we're going to celebrate it on Wednesday with a brand new server. We are going to be cranking the Aussie hosted server back up, and we are going to be running Willow River. Getting that all set up. Just another AI stunt never happened. If I hadn't met you in person, yeah, and I'd say the same about yourself. The cameras, they went through the atmosphere. Oh, the bangs on the hull, I didn't notice that. I'll have to go back and watch that. I was watching it, we were out for lunch, I was watching it on my phone and had limited audio, but I have to go back and check that out. It's all downhill from the moon. I mean, technically correct. Technically correct. Alright. Alright. Oops. No, back one. Wrong one. Alright. You want a shout out on your birthday, Victor? If I remember it's your birthday, I will give you a shout out on the 28th of June. You're turning 27. Oh, you remind me close to your birthday, and we'll give you a yell. Right. Backwards. Backwards first. Let's go pick this weight up, and let's go find a pickup wagon to go and get all this clover put up into a bunker. Oh. Yeah, my goodness, my reversing is terrible. I find, you know what I find, is because driving a car normally you'd use the throttle to go forward and backwards, but braking makes things a little bit harder. Thank you, Axelson. It's complimenting me on my driving skills. Much appreciated. Every day you're so polite and nice to me. I can ruin game experiences more ways than one. It's a birthday for you, Blatt. You have to just compiled it for the 300th time. Oh, so someone's starting to regret being a software developer. Been playing it since it came out. Nice map. Oh, good. Well, I'll be interested to see how Europe finds connecting to Aussie. So, let's see. Oh, someone else forgot to refuel before me. Oh my goodness, I've never heard a bunch complaining quite like I've got at the moment. Thank you. Something useful came out of chat. Alright. I installed the update on it last night. FSG, the one you sent me the other day, which is probably now horribly out of date, but a nice little addition with the mod assistant collections, which is cool. Nice to be able to use those. I did see your screenshot, Joran. Yep, happy days. Pleased you found it. Need a live of him doing his modding. We need to get him doing something else now though, don't we, Ian? Maybe building a mod. Alright, now here's the big question. Let's have a look. So we're going into this bunker. Do we tip over the edge, or do we... see if we can tip it in from the edge rather than backing in. Alright, big question is, can I do this without backing the whole way over? So look, is that going to work? Yeah, Christmas. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Need a bit of terraform on that back edge. They do. So that's a map maker cheating, because they've got this model with these steps on the side, so they can easily throw that in there. But they... oops. Get back up. I've got something that hides the terrain on the edges, but not on the back. Black sheep. Cheats. Alright. Left your starter farm after 8 hours of game time. You stay seeing FSG's billboards, but haven't found mine yet. Mine's on the other side of the river, depending which farm you started on. Alright, up the hill, up the hill. Alright. We'll have a look actually in a second and see how everyone's progressing on the contracts. The harvest one's 39%. Young's 51. We've still got a fertiliser and bale wrapping contract to get started on. Oops, yeah, full. Alright, what do you reckon? Some in-cab backing. Reckon I can put this over the edge in-cab? Probably can. Argsy Gaming, how you doing? I did see you pop in before and say hello, and I apologise if I missed acknowledging you there. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. Let's have a look here. That was close. Taking the dog. Yeah, I'll be right. That steering wheel today. I'll be fine. Easily missed. Well, I know that's in a positive sense too. Yeah, so I'll support you on that one. All right. Thank you for watching. Only 11 likes. Come on, folks. Might be a sync. Hit a refresh stop. Make sure you've got the latest and greatest. But yeah, no, things have been good. Things have been good beer. School holidays here at the moment, so I've been keeping busy doing that. I need to go and refuel. What's my fuel like on diesel down the bottom? 5%. We better go and top up before we run out. Alright, pick that one up, pick that one up. Let's go straight across here and we'll go jump on this row again. Perfect. Second crossing opposite to the store. Is there two then? Because I know there's one on the other side of the river as well. Having a brand new issue nowadays, can't find clothes that fit your chest or legs anymore because you've been hitting it hard. Good problem to have, eh? Good problem to have. You save refuel in your game and might just buy a new tractor, it's cheaper in the current climate. Very cool, Dr. Fish. Very cool, Dr. Fish. I filled my vehicle up yesterday with diesel and it cost twice as much, more than twice as much as it did 6 weeks ago. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. A lot better than it won't fit your belly, exactly. Exactly. Alright, full again. We're down to 4%, we'll go and find some diesel. Better go and fill up. We get into trouble. Back, fair enough. Yeah, boom. Pro level. Right, let's have a look on this map. Oh, there is fuel. Top up. Become the map with big fields you're looking for. Perfect. Here we go. Hello, was it me you're looking for? Oh, Willow River says to you. Hello, puppy dog. Hello. Are you going for a walk? Are you going for a walk with Mum? That's exciting. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Which if it's Aston Martin's not very fast at all. All right. We'll get through this pretty quick now. Once you get the headlands done. Couple of rows. 2 days. Are we going to get to the end? Oh, we might actually. No. Yes. No. Yes. Just. That's good. Backing was better with What are you looking at, Stella? What are you looking at? Do you want to come say hello? Stella. You're getting too heavy. You're getting too heavy to say hello. Hey, here you go. You say hello to everyone. You say hello. Oops, not that one. Where is it? Here we go. There you go. You can say hello. Okay. It's all ready for a walk. She's got her harness on. Haven't you? You love putting that on, don't you? Such a fan of that going over your face. Oh, you're changing the camera. You're making it move. Hey, you're making it move. See if I can dump it on Hanson. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Like that, wouldn't you, bro? Oh, oh, what button did you press then to bring that up? Pretty magic. Hey. It feels like that sometimes, Dr. Fish. Reckon you can sit here? You reckon you can sit here? Hey. You want to go for your walk, don't you? Hey Bender, how you doing? Good to see you. You stay that with thinking about over the hedge when you say that, FSG. Oops. Wasn't the button I wanted to press. Yeah, it wasn't the button we wanted to press, was it? Hey. Oh. I would blame the dog, but that would be going a little bit far, wouldn't it? Come on. Can't blame you, can I? She's a very good girl. She certainly is. Alright. There you go. Do you want to hop down? There you go. I think Mum's ready to go. She's got her jacket and her beanie on. I don't know if she's going to need a beanie because it's just windy, not.
Well, it's for the wind.
Oh. How to keep your hair calm. Alright. Fair enough. They'll look alright. It'll survive. What time are you going for a walk? Okay.
Hi, Dean.
Stella, come here.
Daddy.
Now she doesn't want to go for a walk. Funny. I don't think that's working. Oh, there she comes. Mrs. Argsy was just trying to walk away from her. She's like, okay, I'll stay here. I'll stay here, I'm happy. Alright. So, what are we going to do after this? We've got a couple of contracts, the bale wrapping contract we could rip up and have a look at. Otherwise, there's also a fertilising contract. We will keep an eye on what we can and can't do. Sure, we're making Hanson's day doing it this way. All stacked on one side. Alright. Rip that up. Lower that down. There we go. Alright. So just the short runs on the other side to do. But we'll be done. Thanks, Yoran. Yeah, we had daylight savings last weekend, so that's probably changed things for you as well, hasn't it? So I'll be an hour later than I would have been, which will make it a bit later for you guys. Hadn't thought about that. Will it wrap square bales, Hanson? Oh, is that the contract wrapper? Ooh, wobble wobble. Right. G'day Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you. Well, you're a rainy day in Minnesota. We have a stormy, cyclonic rainy day here in New Zealand. Pretty much, well, the whole of the North Island is going to be affected by a cyclone today. Oh, your personal cyclone's in bed by them. Oh, that's good. I am sporting a new PC, Dr. Fish. It has been upgraded. Actually, that might be something I could do today, is go and rebuild my old PC and get it set up on Project Motor Racing, and maybe a little bit of something different with the racing side of things. In. Oh. Alright, there we go. It's back fair enough. Rely on bumping into the old, bumping into the edge of the bunker. Are we talking a hurricane? Yeah, well, technically, so, it's technically not a, well, and we call them cyclones, but yeah, same as a hurricane. But technically it's not a cyclone anymore because it is out of the tropics and the pressure's changed, but it is an ex-tropical cyclone that's come out of the tropics and bearing down on New Zealand. Sorry, Mrs. Argsy, for now being distracted with the old one. Ah, she won't mind. It's one of those terrible, one of those days where you just want to be inside. She'll probably end up sitting in the bath for a couple of hours, so we'll be fine. The other option is to spend some time doing some modding, so we'll see. We shall see. Did you say Ben's a terrible farmer, Axelson? I heard. G'day, Elder. How you doing? Good morning, mate. Let me guess, you're sitting down basking in glorious sunshine on a calm autumn's day, sitting outside with your coffee, watching the sheep prance. Cows, you're a cow farmer, dairy farmer. Or have you still got the rain coming through? Because I knew there was some rain coming through down south too. Take them to Ben's place. Take them to Ben's place and throw them at his door. The eggs probably go to the bakery, I would expect. Not sure. Pancakes for the kiddos. Nice. We got pancakes lined up. Pancakes lined up for once I'm finished here. It's gonna be breakfast for us today. Bacon, some yogurt, maple syrup. Happy days. Hey, disgruntled farmhand, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. Yes, very much morning here in New Zealand. It is 7:53 AM. Right, a little bit we need to pick up over here, but let's go and look. I live in the middle north of the US, so my chance of seeing a hurricane is like never this side of ever. Alright, a little bit here. Get that. Lift up, turn off. And that's us done, I think. Looks like it. Is there a little bit over here? We're going to tidy this a little bit up. We will do a thorough job. There we go. Right. Job done. Yeah, that New Holland combine is terrible. It's horribly underperforming. I've seen people complaining about it on Reddit. It's like there's something wrong with the mod itself, and it's an in-game one. It's not running a very big heater though. That's pretty decent horsepower for a combine that size. Alright, apparently I'm finished. No, apparently I hadn't even started. Okay. Alright. Pain of our lives on Kinley, exactly. Speaking of which, mate, I think I did download after our last video, and the last recording, I did download some combines. I can't remember if I've added them to the server or not. I was going to. We might have to double check that. But I did download some options anyhow. Some region appropriate ones too. Alright, let's give that a repair. That's good, that's done. Let's give that a repair. It's done. Let's give that a repair. It's done. Oops. I did want to use that. But gives us a wash now. And we can put it away. Music to your ears. Oh, it was yours. Oh, I'm going off your suggestion. But I just need to check whether I actually uploaded them to the server or whether I just downloaded them to my mods folder to upload. But I'll check. I will check later on. But this map is great. Disgruntled farmer. Or disgruntled farm hand. Goodness, better not jump above your pay grade, had I? Oops. Alright. So this was parked up here in the shed, so we'll go and put it back where it was. Just repaired it, now I'm scraping it along the side of the barn. Right. Drop that off there. Okay, so let's have a look. We've done that. If we have a look at what else has been done, they've not got much combining left up there, which is good. That's the bale wrapping up there. Right. We've got that one. We're not going to collect those. Bale wrapping's underway. Fertilizing. We can probably go and do that now. Did we borrow? We had borrowed the equipment. Alright, is there anything spare? There's a Manitou. Oh, there we go. I knew we had something sitting somewhere. So this is rented. This is a leased one, so let's grab that. We'll grab the spreader, which is not ours. This is also part of the leased equipment. We'll go off and do a fertilizing contract. Now, are these multi-fruit buying station? Yep. That sits in there quite nicely, doesn't it? Oh, there's some fertilizer. I think that's probably the fertilizer we got with the... Might be what we got with the contract. G'day Welshson Farmer, how you doing? Evening, mate. Welcome in. Now, one of the things we can actually go and cheat this because we've got precision farming on. We can pump the application rate right down to 0, pretty much. Which field are we heading to? Fertilizing 46, which is down the bottom there. Oop. 46. So, how are we going to get to 46 from where we are? At the farm, left, right down to the end. Left, oh goodness, okay, I'm sure we can figure this out. Let's see. Where's my field of view? Oops. Go to 70. There we go. Oh, that's not where I thought I was. I thought I had more space. Yeah, we'll be right. Around this way. Off to do some farming. Enjoy your farming, Bo. It's a good day for farming today. Is there any new maps on 25 on console? I'd just have a look on Mod Hub, James. I don't know. I'm sure there's always new maps being added. Jump into Mod Hub and have a look. It's the best way to find out what's on console, because you're limited by what you can get from Mod Hub. Argsy, Kinlay, and the Masters. Don't even follow golf. I have to have a look at the Masters because old Rory McIlroy was murdering them there. It was a pretty one-sided game. I have to see how it's going. Maybe over breakfast. Okay. Pretty sure. Oh, right here. We're in France, we better drive on the correct side of the road. Struggling with heat in your computer. It's not much fun. Is the video pack worth it now? It's been out for a few weeks. I mean, it hasn't changed. I don't think they've patched anything or changed anything. But at the same time, I can't remember if there was any bugs or anything with it. 3 balls ahead. Shots. 3 shots out. Yeah, it's narrowed it down a little bit. He was smoking them. Is this our intersection we wanted to go left at? Where are we? Yeah. There you go, educate you about farm simming and golf at the same time, Doctor. I've only used it in that stream I did after it first released, bow, so. If you've got an operation where you're producing lots of slurry or digestate, then probably worth it. But otherwise, I don't know if it really would be. Yeah, there's some nice areas in this map. Areas like this. Axelson ploughing in here on our left. Then this field up here is what we're looking for. Oh, please tell me there's a gate. Please tell me there's a gate on the side of it. It's bale wrapping. I have to do a lap of the field before I should have put the fertilizer on and just run around the fence. Studded half the headlands. Is it a gate? This is one of those fancy gates, isn't it? There we go. I like the idea of those gates, I just wish they weren't animated like that. Right. This is where we're heading, in here. Alright, let's do this a little bit. I want to turn off automatic application. And we want to change our application rate, which is... No, 18 is the last it'll go. Okay. Let's get some steering assist going on in here. Here we go, that'll do. What does 2 headlands look like? Let's do 2, go around it twice, make it a bit quicker, see. Alright. Let's go. Are we completing? Let's just make sure. There we go. 1% on the fertilizing. Good. What do I think of the hogs? I think I've seen them once, James, but a novelty to me. That is. Not really that fussed about it, to be honest. Would have rather they added something big and game changing with a new feature. Not something we deal with in New Zealand, so. Didn't really bother me. Paid for pumps and hoses and never found a need for it once, that's why I'm a little... Fair enough too, mate. I love a whole lot of adults sitting in Discord playing a farming game, and they're complaining about golf being boring. Yeah, the irony of it all. Right, see we've hardly used up any fertiliser. I feel like it's a bit cheaty, isn't it? Where does all the money come from? Do you know, I think that with all sports that have those stupid amounts of money, Dr. Fish, is it not? Is it not just the strangest economy ever? The thing that got me, well, I think that's what he's talking about, what, you know, with the money they're playing for, the prize money. I have heard that when Cristiano Ronaldo signed back to Manchester United for the second time after he left Real Madrid, they sold enough merchandise in the first week with his name on it to cover his salary. I don't know how true that is, but apparently that is, in terms of a business model and how things work, is that's what pays for these guys in some regard. And I think golf would be very similar when you look at, you know, the number of people that play golf and the amount paid for all the different merchandise. And when I'm talking merchandise, like golf clubs and balls and that kind of thing. Like how good a model is it? You go and hit a ball, lose it, you got to buy more. Like, perfect. Based on the price of shirts, there's only 12 shirts. I didn't say they had to sell lots, I just sold they sold enough to cover his salary. But you're right. I mean, what, we were at Old Trafford in, when was it, mate? It was July, wasn't it? When we went and did that tour after FarmCon. And how many people were there? It's not even a you know, it wasn't even a match on, it was off season. And how many people were there in that shop? It's nuts. I thought you knew better, so it's money laundering. Could be some of that too. Combine Nerd, would I recommend the Highlands DLC? Can't justify spending. If you can't justify it, then I can't recommend it to you. But if you're looking for a UK map with lots of new equipment, Kinlay is a fantastic map. So if you want to do it for the map, and you know, $30 is something you can afford, then I would say it's one of the better maps that Giants has made. Definitely got an Oxygen David influence, which if you're in the know, you'll understand he was consulting on that map. And yeah, I think it's, in terms of value for money, it's one of the better DLCs. But like I said, if $30 is not something you can part with, then there's plenty of free mod maps out there that are just as good, and free mods which provide all the similar sort of features. The main thing that Highlands DLC brings is the fish farming, so if that's something you want to do, you do need the DLC for that. What's going on here? North of 100 quid for replica shirt in the UK, yeah. Yep, exactly. Briscoe's map also worth checking out. 100%, yep. Depends if you're on PC or not, but Saxtingham, well, Saxtingham's crossplay too. But yeah, that's a good one. And of course, Whitcomb Park apparently has finished its testing phase, so we might be seeing that released at least for PC soon, before it goes through testing and ends up on console. So we don't own the mill yet, do we? So we can't put soybeans in the mill. Right, harvest contract is done. Good effort. Ticket was over 20k for a couple of days. What was that for, Craig? For the, are you talking about golf now, for the Masters? I was going to say 20k for a football is a bit bonkers. James, you asked how the Lego model was going. It is done. We have finished the combine. It was finished last Wednesday stream 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. So go and check that out. Actually reminds me I was going to do a video on some of those things. Right, how are we doing on this? We are 83% done. I'm not going to be able to see how we're doing. This won't show up. It does show up on the minimap. So. Mr. Big Jim Brown, Oxy announced earlier today that Whitcomb comes out April 25th. Excellent, thank you for sharing that. There you go. Oh, now my joystick controls are working for getting this on and off. How? I can't understand that. It wouldn't work before. Now it will. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that. Is that the PC only release that he's going to release on itch, isn't he? That's his plan. Basically do some community testing before it goes through OddHub. Well, if you're only just tuning in, welcome along everyone. Pleasure to have your company this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Of course, it is 8:15 in the morning here in good old NZ. And we are going to hunker down today because we have a very severe weather warning around a lot of the country. Not too bad where I am. Still expecting some pretty strong winds and a bit of heavy rain later on today, so good day to be stuck inside. Fingers crossed we haven't lost power yet, so it looks like we might get through the stream without that. Probably just jinxed it, but the wind hasn't got too gusty out there yet. But if I do disappear, that is why. Went to the Open a few years ago and less than 50 quid for a day ticket. That's not too bad, is it? PC only. Nice, thanks Mr. Big Jim Brown, I appreciate that. Have I prepped? Mrs. Argsy did last night, Bo. Moved the trampolines, tied up, I lowered the boys' basketball hoop, made sure that our outdoor furniture was secure, brought the umbrella inside. There's a newish Ko-Fi tree we planted recently, which we've gone and double checked it's all tied up and staked properly. She was even double checking water supplies last night. Emergency water supplies, so yes, we have doomsday. We went and brought 10 rolls of toilet paper last night. Right, we're done. Let's finish this properly. A little bit there. And right, there we go. Done. So let's have a look. Is there any more good fertilizer contracts to take anywhere? What about on our way back? Oh yeah, we can do 19 on the way back. Or we can do 21 on the way back. We do 40. I'm not gonna. Should I go and throw some fertilizer at 44? 10 rolls or 10 packs. In stormy weather in the UK, they're stored on the nearest train line. Perfect. Look at the size of this field. Well, let's might as well accept the contract. This is a big one. Blink and you'll miss it. This is one of those ones where you miss just the smallest patch and it'll actually fail the contract. Because it's so easy to miss a patch. You've ever seen a contract complete so quick? I almost can't count as quick as that one's going down. Done. Oh, what's that not folding now? There we go. Alright, that's that one done. Now let's take on 19 and where's 21? Alright, do those on the way back. Have I checked the whiskey supply was replenished again this week, Elder? It's good. So we had a new delivery this week. We'll be enjoying that. Honestly, the packaging itself, the presentation on this bottle is worth it. I know we're well stocked on the whiskies. I actually need to probably skip the next couple of whiskey clubs, unless they're good ones or good looking ones. So Mike, thanks buddy, appreciate you being here. Hi boys. You've cleared the gutters, cut back some branches, fueled the genie, clamped the trampoline, and filled the bath with water so I can flush the toilet. We're ready for the zombie apocalypse. Well done, Bo. Well done. I can't remember what it was called. It was the lakes. Look. Here's 21. May, where is it? Where is this month's whiskey? April, the Lakes, the Chocolatier Limited Edition. So this is the sherry matured single malt. It's the first Lakes Limited Edition to arrive on these shores. The final Lakes release ever created by ex-Macallan whiskey maker Sarah Burgess. Its decadent chocolate-inspired dram is due to launch later this year in the UK. Has a nose of indulgent sherry influence, builds into chocolate and ginger biscuit. Cocoa develops in the glass alongside stunning white peach and brandy snaps. So the presentation looked fantastic. So I'm looking forward to actually trying it. I haven't tried it yet. We will be sampling. All set then. Did you hear it right on Scruff's YouTube that my map is due to come out soon? No. Andre, how you doing, mate? I know you're keen for it. No, not soon. still lots to do on that. I've been building fences. That's been my main focus, fences, and then getting back to some custom placeables, or custom buildings. I'm intrigued now though that Scroff said something, to go and find out what he had to say. Hunker down Sunday perfect time for a morning snifter of mould. Exactly. I mean, I'm not against the idea, Dr. Fish. Right. Get through this. Hey, does have 2 headlands set on it. Okay. Here we go. Anyone else excited about Oz's used equipment lot mod? I'm in. Yeah, I haven't had to play around with it yet, Mike. I have got it. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what it does to frame rates and things like that, because that's my one big worry about anything like that, which adds a whole lot of things that are displayed in the map. But Oz is doing some cool stuff. I do like what Oz is doing. Alright. Alright, that's that done. Leave this unfolded, sneak out here because we're going to the field next door. It's not out yet, Mike. No, I am fortunate enough to... Ooh, we can't sneak through there. What are we doing, Argsy? Fortunate enough to be part of a select group that he shares those with. So, same way I had field girls before it was released. Field access where? Right here. Can we get through this one with this unfolded? It looks like we should be able to. Alright, this will be our last fertilising contract, I think. It's a very cool idea. I want to have a play around with it because of the way that he uses the fence tools to see whether you could do like around a U shape around a yard and get the tractors all facing, the equipment all facing in certain directions. That's the only thing I didn't like, is that they just, if you do a big square, they just all seem to be scattered across the area. But we'll have a tinker with it and see how it works. Right. Alright, halfway through this one already, which is good. Chilling through it nice and fast. So, moving forward, Wednesday night, for those of you who are in the Pichonniere area, we will be starting out our new adventure on Willow River for the multiplayer server, for our Aussie New Zealand multiplayer server. So it would be great to have as many people on as possible. Planners, well, I've got it mostly set up. I just need to put it on the server. Planners, we're going to start off as contractors, and I've set some guides, some goals, some targets before we can start building our own farm, so to speak. And yeah, the idea is to build up a big contractors operation. So if you've ever seen any on like Narran Grain, Bingamag, any of those guys in Aussie who harvest some big acres, we're gonna try and emulate that. And that'll be the go-to, I reckon, for the next few months on Wednesdays. Hopefully we get some keen and eager workers on there. Trying to stack bales, if only there was a mod where you could drop them off and they would stack for you. Were you trying to stack them, Bo? Alright, that's done, that's done. Fold that up. Alright, we should now be able to go through. I don't think there's going to be any more fertilizing ones we're doing. 25, let's do it. It's over the road. Move this one over the road. I haven't got a guidance steering. Oh, have I got it turned off? No, it just hasn't detected this field. Probably because this field's just real long and skinny. G'day Farming, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. Quite not watching the Masters with me on the iPad. Well, welcome along, mate. I'll be off to catch up with what's happening in the Masters after we're done here. Story is. Does that mean we just log in, accept a contract, and use the equipment that is provided? So there'll be some rules around it, Mike. You have to use the equipment we own. We can't do contracts. So if you want to do a mowing contract, we have to own a mower. So it's not just like this, what we've been doing today, where you can just go and do whatever. You've got to own the equipment. So we're starting off with a little bit of equipment, and there's some goals to basically grow the contracting side of things, and as that grows, we will be opportunities to purchase fields and build our own farm. So we go from having just a contract to have running our own operation. Well, I think I've got it pretty well explained, which I'll put into Discord. Might do that before. Well, I will do it before the stream. I might even do it today, explaining it. And sharing the mod download, but the server won't be live just yet. Hey Yaman, how you done? Alright, so that's us all done on fertilizing contracts, because there are no more. So, go on here, go collect, 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 collect. Alright, I'll leave the playing ones. Tractors disappeared, which I expected would happen, that's fine. Carrots, potatoes, red beets, red beets. Okay, I'll collect that. Alright, that's not a bad little boost. Where are we? Back to contracts. Let's try, it was suggested, let's do a wood transport one to finish things. Where are we at? 8:30. Do a big wood transport, that one, that's not very far, we have to go. Oh, that's a long way to go. Ooh, that could be a bit of fun. Alright, borrow items, and let's see where that's gone. Alright, store deliveries. I haven't seen an AD course for Willow Springs yet. Farming, it's quite a big map. I think it's going to take a wee while for a good auto drive. Like, I've spent 7 or 8 hours already building one just for myself, which is only 1/10 of the map covered. So it might take a wee while. Mike, catch you mate, good to see you. Yan, catch you later buddy, thanks for being here, appreciate that. Not miss much in the Masters. They hit the ball, walk after the ball, hit the ball, walk after the ball until it goes in the hole. Can I get turned around here? Of course I can. Just hope he doesn't capitulate again. What are you talking about? See Ben. Thanks for being here, mate. Right, how do I get to where I need to go? And zero forestry track by 25. Okay, look at that out. I'll run him over. It's a big yellow truck, how did you miss it, Sean? Probably through, I don't know, does the clover need fertilizing? There's a couple of good spraying ones, but just need to buy the... You paraphrase. Describe golf to someone. Hit the ball, walk after the ball, hit the ball, walk after the ball, hit the ball, walk after the ball, hit the ball, get it in the hole, pick it up, rinse and repeat. I'm hoping I'm still going the correct way. I am. Yeah, this will be our entrance in here, isn't it? Ooh, let's take a truck and trailer through here. This is a cool little spot, isn't it? Through the forest. As someone who lives in Scotland is not far off a religion. I think New Zealand has the second, after Scotland might have the second most golf courses per capita or something like that. Oh goodness, there is a lot of trees here, and look at where they stack them. How difficult is that going to be in amongst these other trees? Alright, well, wish me luck here. Alright, this might be where I go. None of my joystick is configured. Why is that not good? Up and down. Open and close. Alright. Let's have a look. This is going to come under crane, isn't it? Yeah. To raise. Oh, is that one the same? No. Let's save those and have a look. This is where I want to have dual controls for this, don't I? Okay. Control. Crane. I need... yes, I do want to save them. This could be disastrous, by the way, because I haven't changed that. Oh, was it? Where's the vehicle? Where's the gearbox? It's got its own one, doesn't it? Vehicle... Gearbox. Oh yeah, there we go. That's why. Same one's there. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's try that setting again. This one. Raise. Lower. I wanted it to be, so I bumped it. There we go. No, still not working properly. Now, let's see if we can get this to work. Alright, might take a while one at a time, but the first one in. This is where I need to get this button working. This is where dual joysticks would have been handy, wouldn't it? You know what, my controller would probably be better. Yeah, I know it needs to come in closer, I don't have a keep one for that. Yeah, I do have the farm stick, it's not working, it's not configured. I just need to plug the other, I've got the other one plugged in too, mate. Hmm. Was it? I don't have anything. Yeah, see, my left click up and down is rotating it. Alright, this is how we do it. I'll show you. There we go, job done. I will think I have to go through and sort out my control binds for that one. That's frustrating. Yeah, 100% I quit. Alright, let's get some fertilizer up on here because the nitrogen's bad. Find something useful to do. Lime. Rats. I need that weight there. Alright, I'm just gonna put some lime on first then. I'm sure it'll need some. I like this. I like this little spreader. I'm gonna put lime on with this one. Good. Do I not have... Why... So that's interesting. Why... We've got precision farming. Just looking down there in the mini-map, why is it showing up as fertilized? We got the mod that allows you to see... No. No. It's using up a lot more fertilizer, lime than I thought it would have. Oh, it is changing the application rate. Yeah, I can see that. Jumping between current and actual. Golf bets. Okay. Oh, as long as it's doing something, I don't mind. Man, this has got a spray on it too. Wow. I just used the width it provided. Look at how far it's throwing that line. Change work with. Thanks, Axelson. Thanks for your help, mate. Spot. Catch you later, Axelson. Thanks, mate. So close. Need like a, not even 1,000 litres. Let's see if we can put the smallest amount possible in here. Ooh. So put 1,400 litres. Yeah. Alright. Oop. Tree there. Cut it down. You added farm sim radio into your smorgasbord of streaming tonight. Sensory overload. What is farm sim radio? Alright, there you go, it's limed out. Right, unload this. If we do it here. Looks like it's starting to get windy. Okay. Ah, of course I put it right in the middle. That's fine. And solid fertilizer. Or what? Yeah. Yep, there's a multi-fruit buy station. Oh, no, there's one of those as well, I think. Oof. Gosh, I should use this for doing those fertilizer contracts. It's done even quicker. Nice green field going behind us there, which is good. Massive range on this. It feels a bit OTT, to be honest. Oh, 5 on the key. Ah, so just your background music when you're farming. Gotcha. I've never used the radio. Never ever listened to the radio. More often than not, because if you're creating content, there's copyright. Could be copyright issues. Didn't miss a look in that corner. That's right. We can go and tidy that up. But man, I like this little spreader. I wanted to use this one on this server because it just feels more appropriate size-wise, but now that I'm seeing how wide it will spread, kind of second guessing myself on that. Alright, get this strip done. We could have turned the width down, but won't bother. Why have we still got a red bit in the middle here? Like it hasn't detected any on that. Actually, lots of red, orange pieces. Alright, job done. It wasn't too long, was it? So, say slow and steady, but it wasn't slow and steady, it was pretty fast. Fast and racy. Alright, let's move that there. Oh. We actually have quite a lot of slurry, so we could consider getting a slurry spreader too at some stage. Alright. Well, I reckon that's not been a bad effort. We've ended up with about as much money as we started off with, but we have bought a new tractor, which is kind of good for the farm to have. And just having a look at things, kind of left them with some things to do. So we are in November. December the grass will be ready to harvest, so there's a bit of mowing to do. And otherwise, there's probably, do we have much? We can have a time-saving stock check. There's actually, where is that silage? Show storages. Bale and pallet storage. Bunker silo. So we've actually, we could actually, there's a lot of silage we could haul, and that's something we could have been doing actually, was hauling silage and whatnot down to the BGA. Some of those silage bales in there, and some of the silage over in here could have been getting taken down to the BGA, but that's for another time. We do need some for the cows, so we better not take it all. I think there's enough to keep them happy. But yeah, what else we got? Bread. Actually, bread's going to earn a bit of money, isn't it? Goodness. When's the peak price for that? January. So we're actually we're going to be making a lot of money sometime soon. Oh, there's some positiveness, isn't there? Right. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm going to wrap things up there for today. It's been good to get back here on Pichonniere Valley. Obviously, as is the deal with all our servers, anyone is welcome to join. So if you want to jump in and help out and do some farming, you are more than welcome to. Just check Discord, grab the details, get the mods, and come and lend a hand. And speaking of that, jumping on again, Willow River on Wednesday night, we will be on there setting things up and starting out on our contracting journey on that as our Australian hosted server that we host in Sydney. It'll be our regular stream on Wednesday nights for the foreseeable future. So if you want to jump in and join and help out on that, I will share the mods on Discord. I'll share all the server details, and I'll set out the rules and expectations for what we're going to be doing on that server. So jump in and lend a hand if you're interested. But yeah, otherwise, thank you everyone for being here tonight, today, this morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. If you're in New Zealand, please stay safe as this cyclone crosses over the country today. Hope you are all look after yourselves and your family. FSG will catch you tonight. We'll record some Kinley. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Share, thank you very much for the super chat earlier. I will make sure we get something for my boy for his birthday. So thank you very much for your generosity. To everyone, Hanson, Ben, Axelson, Sean, and Mike jumping in and helping out on the server tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. Otherwise, everyone stay safe, take care, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye.